Some Toonami news. I'm happy to discuss that not only do we have a date, put your fist down. Put your fist down. Sir, that is an act of aggression. Excuse me, sir. Put your fist. If you guys didn't know, Tristan's fist was slowly moving towards the camera. Not only do we know the date of when Demon Slayer is coming to Toonami, because we talked about that a while back. However, we also know that One Punch Man Season 2 is coming to Toonami, and they're both airing on the same date, October 12th. That is awesome. So with Dragon Ball ending soon, Super ending soon, also I believe Genlock is ending soon as well, and I believe Gundam is as well, Gundam Origins. With those coming to a close, we now have open slots. So, this is where you end up sliding in Demon Slayer, and this is where you end up sliding in One Punch Man. And of course, we talked about this last time, and I can't let it go. In October, what I'm assuming to be October, we will be having Uzumaki come out as well. I don't believe that was confirmed. I'm just presuming it would be in October because it would be spooky season. But it was not confirmed when it would actually be coming out, but we know that it is coming out, and it is a 4-part miniseries.
Yeah.
Anyway, One Punch Man Season 2. Some people online have been saying, hey, why is this coming out before Mob Psycho? Was that also your first thought, Tristan? Or did you think, oh, snap, I want to see One Punch Man Season 2. I haven't had the time. Now I can.
I mean, kind of yes to both of them. But, yeah, I didn't get to see Season 2 of One Punch Man.
Toonami. I'm sorry, on Crunchyroll and Hulu.
Yeah,
streaming.
I think it's on Crunchy.
Oh, then it might have just been on Hulu.
Yeah, I think it's exclusively on Hulu.
And that's probably why you didn't get to see it.
Yeah. And I know, people have talked about the animation. I've even had friends talk about it and how they're a bit disappointed with it. So yeah, there are other avenues that I could probably check to actually see it.
Well, actually, no. Other than Hulu, so you have to buy a new service. It's on Crunchyroll, but interestingly enough, it's on Crunchyroll in Europe, French and German-speaking Europe, and in the Middle East and North Africa. So Crunchyroll was able to license it outside of the U.S., but in the U.S., it's a Hulu exclusive.
Right.
So technically, this is the only way you could view it, but you have DVR, so you might just be like, click.
Yeah.
If you're working.
Yeah. And yeah, I am kind of surprised that Mob Psycho hasn't gotten onto Toonami yet. And
you mean Season 2?
Oh, yeah. No, they did have... All right, so, yeah. No, this makes sense because I think they would keep with the pattern like One Punch Man, Mob Psycho, Season 2 One Punch Man, Season 2 Mob Psycho.
Yeah, also, there's just a lot of other stuff coming out. Like, I'm not saying that Mob Psycho should never get a season... Season 2 should never be on Toonami. But, I mean, there's just so much that's coming out that, that's newer.
I mean, I might be a little biased because Mob Psycho is definitely a personal favorite.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not saying it should never come out, but I do feel like when you have Dr. Stone and Fire Force, and they're currently airing this season.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And you had JoJo dominating for 4 parts straight.
Yeah, true. And I have heard really good things about Demon Slayer. So
yes, I've heard great things about Demon Slayer. Even though I haven't heard good things about One Punch Man Season 2, I've only heard bad things about its animation, not about its story at all.
Right, exactly.
That's what's even weirder. So I'm wondering how the story is going to pan out. Because even if you have people saying, "Oh, the animation sucks when compared to Season 1," okay, and it is an animated show, so that's terrible. But is the story any good?
Yeah.
Because if it's not, or if you think it wasn't a good adaptation, then that's also true as well. But I feel like time and time again, all I hear over and over and over again is the animation sucks. So guys, down below, tell me if the story sucks too. Don't spoil, but tell me if you didn't like it. I'm being serious here. Because that's okay, right? But to say, oh, the animation over and over and over and over again, it's still true. It doesn't stop being a criticism. But I've heard it already. What's the actual show like?
Right.
And Demon Slayer is really new. So I believe it also is still airing as well. So I believe that's the third show that we have going on right now where on Toonami, where a show is still airing in Japan at the
Yeah.
time. Let me make sure.
We've reached that zenith. I never thought we'd get here, guys.
Yes, and I'll get to us being very old in a second, but um,
There's
yeah,
always that later.
it wasn't always like this. So yeah, they're currently on episode 23rd, and by the 14th, which is tomorrow as of this recording, will be 24. So they're at 24 episodes. So I don't know if they're going to try to plan this to only be... Okay, it's funny. The series will only run for 26 episodes. So to be fair, they just got in at the last minute.
Yeah.
And technically you could...
How it would go about. They'll get on as it's wrapping up.
Yes. And to be fair, but still though, I want to jump back to your point, Tristan. We're old. We're not old, but we're old compared to the youngins that are in the fandom today. So you and I are 27. Oh, I'm 26. But reverse. Oh God, why am I aging? I'm 27. You are 26. We are those guys. Now, I have to grab myself.
I'll be right there behind you.
So anyway, I bring this up though, Tristan, because back in the day, we got Dragon Ball Z on Toonami at 4 years after it finished airing in Japan.
Yeah.
And someone could try to make the claim, well, Super, it's been a while since it stopped in Japan as well. But I'm talking about we got the series starting in the US 4 years after. Not, it took a while to even have, there were no subtitled options. Now I really feel like I'm a grandpa. There were no subtitled options unless you bought the specific VHS or DVD for it. And you would only get 4 episodes at a time. God, I seriously feel like I'm grandpa.
Those were the dark times.
I know. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy a good, stroll into Blockbuster Video and stuff like that. But
still love some VHS, but 4 episodes of tape.
Oh no, Tristan! Sometimes it was 1 to 2.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
And
I was gonna say 4. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know 4. And more importantly, I'm not even talking about VHS. Even DVD when it first started out, they didn't move on, and they were like, 4 a piece, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
I'll pay for movies, sure, but I'm not gonna. I'd rather just watch it on TV.
For
years, I didn't own DBZ.
Right. I remember a friend having the DVD collection of GT, and it was like 2 or 3 episodes a disc, and it's like this thing took up like half his bookshelf.
My God!
Yeah.
Now you could literally buy DVD GT on DVD for maybe like $5, $10, the whole series.
Yeah, the whole series.
And not even yes, it's third party to be fair at selling it, but still to buy those at $20 to $25 a pop for 4 episodes, that's insane. But it's what we had to do back then. So anyway. So yeah, I'm sorry guys that we're making ourselves we're going down memory lane. We're sitting in a rocking chair, but still this is all relevant because Tristan's rocking. Because now we're at a point where Tristan, please stop rocking. You're gonna get yourself sick, Tristan. No, Tristan, don't shake it. Oh God. He's shaking the camera. So we are at a point where Demon Slayer could be just wrapping up. And it's starting to air in the U.S. One Punch Man Season 2, I think, recently finished airing. It wasn't that long ago.
Mm.
Well, it premiered April 9th. And if it ran for 3 months, April, May, June... Yeah, so July, August, September. So 4 months later. Still 4 months, not 4 years.
Yeah.
And also something to mention as well, just a correction that we mentioned last time when we talked about Uzumaki. You and I were talking about is this the first horror series on Toonami other than Parasite? Do you remember when we talked about Uzumaki?
Yeah, I knew it wasn't. I just couldn't think of anything else off the top of my head.
I don't know if you want to call it horror or thriller, suspense. We did a podcast. We did a review for Anna Saturday on The Promised Neverland.
Yeah. That's true.
I don't know if you don't want to call it horror necessarily, because it's more of a thriller suspense thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue Dead Man Wonderland would be on that list too.
Yeah, that was more gore.
an action thriller kind of.
Yeah, that was more actiony. Because like Uzumaki, like they're not going to get the powers to fight
Right,
these
exactly.
demons. Because you could argue
Like,
Demon Slayer. I'm assuming
horror
it's
is
going to have.
more
What was that?
broader. Like horror in its more, I guess I don't want to say pure sense,
But
but yeah,
you
that
can't
idea
action.
that you don't have the characters don't have the power to fight against the
Yes.
things that are presented to them in the series.
Yes, because even with the Promised Neverland, you could still say that it was still like that. But I don't know if I want to call it a horror necessarily. More of like again drama thriller.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make a small correction because it was kind of funny. Because I was walking around my house today and I was just like,
actually
the
did a cat on that. So
yeah, I was like the Promised Neverland. Um,
shit.
yeah. Anyway, so are you going to be watching both of these on Toonami, Tristan?
Yeah, when I can.
I mean, I'll try.
Well,
I know.
how many times have we been through this the whole don't like make it like you're newly throwing me under the bus. I've been under the bus. I've been dragged out from underneath it, gotten back up and been hit by the bus 3 more times.
Like a dragon. Look, I'm just saying, Tristan. I'm just saying, Tristan.
How dare you take my quip from me?
That's all I have. All I have is a kingdom of quips.
I'm the quip man.
Oh, Jesus. No, I'll say this much. I can't wait. I think we should definitely, I don't know about Demon Slayer, but we should definitely eventually podcast on One Punch Man Season 2. We've taken a look at Season 1 before for Anna Saturday. We've also taken a look at the OVAs. Would be great to revisit One Punch Man. What was that? I can't hear you. No, literally, I couldn't hear you.
I know. I'm just like, I feel like you just, like, all the fans of Demon Slayer are going to be like, how dare you?
I will watch it. I just don't know if we have the time to podcast on it. We just genuinely don't have the time.
I know. I
don't want to get murdered.
Dragon Quest fans. Now it's my turn to.
Right, yeah. Either Dragon Quest fans are going to murder us or Demon Slayer fans. I'm sure y'all are great. Just don't murder us. Now, but what I would like to hear, though,
It's training. Go ahead, attack him.
I know I'm soft. I'm in training, but Tristan, I would like to ask everyone down below.
No.
What do you think about this? How do you feel about Demon Slayer finally getting that announcement date? How do you feel about One Punch Man Season 2 being aired in a way, being very accessible now? I would argue it's more accessible on TV than it is exclusively on Hulu, because Crunchyroll, you can still watch it for free.
Right.
Hulu, I believe you can't watch it on any kind of free tier whatsoever with ads. You have to pay.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, so how do you feel about that? How do you feel about watching One Punch Man Season 2? And if you want to complain about the animation, that's fair. You still have a forum to complain down in the comment section down below. But I did, like I mentioned earlier, I do want to hear if you guys have watched it, spoiler-free, what you guys think about the story. Down below.